Hi, this is Mrs. Fletcher. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about thesis statements and remind you of some of the things that we learned earlier in the year and get you started with your essay on my hero. And so you've done a quick write by now in which I asked you to think about the topic. And I asked you to write a page about your hero. And I said maybe that would be a group of people. Maybe you are your own hero in your life. Not everyone has someone outside of themselves who is inspiring. But in any case, hopefully you put at least one idea together for this assignment. And you can certainly use anything that you wrote in your quick write and figure out how to fit it into your essay. But this will just be a quick lesson reminding you about thesis statements. So this is always where we begin planning an essay. Although this topic is about your hero, it's not necessarily like a story that you'll tell from beginning to end. You still will have this one strong sentence that tells what the whole essay is about. That will be your thesis statement. The thesis tells the reader what you plan to prove in your essay. So you can choose an individual or a group for your focus. This is my dad right here, and I'm going to use him for my example. This is my mom. And so here is a thesis statement. My dad is my hero. I would say this is a C quality thesis because it's general and not arguable. No one can really argue against that. It does tell someone what the whole essay would be about, and so it kind of sets up the whole essay for the reader, but we can do better. This is average. You could say, my dad is my hero because he works hard to stay healthy despite having Parkinson's disease. So this is more of B quality because it's more specific. I've given a reason why he's my hero. Still not very arguable, but it's above average. It's a good thesis statement. You could do something like this. Now this is a 4-paragraph essay, so you might want to have 2 reasons for your 2 body paragraphs. That might help you to organize from the very beginning what the whole essay will look like. You could say a hero is someone who is admired for his strength and courage despite obstacles in life, and my dad possesses these characteristics. So this goes in a different direction because I don't talk necessarily about his Parkinson's disease right away, but I've decided instead to go for those 2 big ideas, his strength and his courage in the face of obstacles. And so then within my body paragraphs, if I keep it general like this, I could then put in some specific things about this disease and him staying healthy and find more ways in which he's courageous and is strong. I would say this is an A quality thesis because it makes a bigger, more complex statement about the whole topic, and it is arguable. Someone could come back and say, yeah, I don't think that is what a hero is. I don't think a hero has to be strong and courageous. So in that way, I need to argue my point. Here's one more. So one idea is to keep it general. These happen to be some people in my life whom I've known who I found to be heroic. All heroes possess certain qualities. That's a more general thesis statement. It's C quality. It is arguable. However, it's pretty simple and vague. I think we can do better. Only those who are willing to help others and live selfless lives can be called heroes. This is a B quality because it gives more specific ideas. Right? We have 2 specific ideas. Those who are willing to help others and those who live selfless lives are the only ones who can be called heroes. Now that's more arguable. And it gives you a lot of space to work in your essay about who you might bring up as an example. Here's an A quality. To be called a hero, a person must resist any inclination toward selfishness and greed and think only of what is best for the society in which she lives. Now that's a pretty strong statement that some people would disagree with. And it's looking at the big picture of being a hero. And so that's probably an even stronger thesis statement. Wherever you start today, your goal is to write 3 possible thesis statements. Now, if you're still deciding between a couple of people or groups of people who might be considered heroic in your life, then you could write thesis statements for those different people. Or if you have decided who it is, you could play with 3 different ways to say it. And then either in class or if you talk to me in person, if you want help narrowing it down or making it better, be sure that you ask. Our classes are really short, and so if you need help or you want to get a little bit of coaching on your writing, you have to take some initiative there yourself. But your biggest goal is just to get 3 thesis statements down on paper so you have a starting point and get those turned in.